morning. This is JHS Weekly. I'm Mariah Vasquez.
And I'm Michael Carney. Key Cubs Fundraiser for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School currently has Mr. Boyd in first place with the most amount of money, with Mr. Hewler in second, Mr. Harriman in third, Dr. Eggleston in fourth, and Mr. Flora in last place with only some change donated in his name. The fundraiser will come to an end tomorrow, April 20th. Be sure to get your last donations in to see your principal taped to a wall.
And now with an update on weather, here's Jessica Finnegan.
Hi, I'm Jessica Finnegan with your 7-day forecast. It looks like for today, the high is going to be 56 with a low of 37 being mostly sunny. For Friday, the high is 61 with a low of 44 being partly cloudy. Saturday, the high is going to be 60 with a low of 48 with a 30% chance of rain. Sunday, the high is going to be 56 with a low of 49 with a 40% chance of rain. Monday, the high is going to be 62 with a low of 45 being partly cloudy. Tuesday, the high is 68 with a low of 45, being partly cloudy again. Wednesday has a high of 68 with a low of 44. We have a pretty warm week ahead of us. Back to you.
Thanks, Jessica.
NHS will be hosting an ice cream social for all NHS members on April 24th from 7 to 8:30. NHS members, be sure to sign up on the Google spreadsheet if you are planning to attend.
Joplin High School will be hosting Food Truck Friday. Here's Jarrett Graves with more.
Joplin High School is having an event similar to Food Truck Friday. Here's Deontay Franklin with more.
The food truck idea was created by me, Alex Gonzalez, Ayush Patel, and John Loden. The idea is for food trucks to come at the end of April and sell food, so that way we'd be able to use the facility more, because we have this rose garden and hardly anyone uses it. And we have benches and such, but like we never have the time to use it. So we thought that this would be a good idea to, use the campus more, get a new variety of food.
They plan on having a few food trucks coming in, including Ghetto Tacos, Oriental Infusion, Maggie's Cupside Cafe, and Prime Cut.
We want to shoot for once a quarter, but as of right now, we only have the last Friday of April.
April 27th will be the first food truck event. We hope to see you all come out. This has been Jarrett Graves from JHD.
Thanks, Jarrett.
If you are interested in joining the Peer Buddy program for the 2018 through 2019 school year, applications are outside C239. Please return them to the box no later than tomorrow, April 20th.
And now, here's Movies with Michael.
Hey guys, Michael here. Welcome back to Movies with Michael. This week, I wanted to do something special, so I'll be talking about a few of the best Pixar movies that I wanted to talk about for you guys. Let's get started. First, we're talking about my favorite Pixar movie, Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. tells the story of two best friends, Mike and Sully, who are monsters in a world full of monsters. Mike Wazowski, voiced by Billy Crystal, is a little green monster who likes to use his brain. Sully, voiced by John Goodman, acts as the main character in the movie and is charismatic, hardworking, and good-natured. Mike and Sully are professional scarers, scaring little kids to generate power and energy in the monster world. I'm sure many of you already know the story, but this is by far my favorite Pixar movie. Monsters, Inc. has so many memorable moments and is the funniest Pixar movie in my opinion. That's what makes it a great film. Not only that, but in 2001, Pixar was ahead of the curve when it comes to their quality of animation. I recommend that you all watch it. Next, I want to talk about my second favorite Pixar movie, The Incredibles. The Incredibles takes place in a world of superheroes, with the main characters being a family of heroes, each with their own powers. The father, Mr. Incredible, is our main character with superhuman strength. The mother, Elastigirl, as you'll see in the movie, has elasticity. Finally, their son is super speed, and their daughter can become invisible. Together, they make a great team in the movie, and it makes The Incredibles one of the most entertaining Pixar movies out there. Once again, the animators at Pixar outdid themselves with this film. I'm sure many of you have already seen The Incredibles, but it's one that I'm sure many of you wouldn't mind rewatching. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. The theater department is doing the summer musical, High School Musical. It's being offered for enrollment for summer school. Students can earn half an acting fine art credit if they are cast in the show, or half a technical theater fine art credit if they want to work on the crew for the show. All you have to do for auditions is prepare a 30-second piece of a song from any musical of your choice. They can bring a karaoke track on their phone or a CD to sing along with on the auditions. If you have any questions, please email ashleytrotnick@joplinschools.org.
Students, be sure you're checking your emails daily.
One of our clubs at JHS lended a helping hand earlier this week. Here's Daniel Miller with the details.
Last Sunday from across the high school, members of the Interact Club volunteered their time at Sunny Gym Park in an effort to help the Joplin Little League with upkeep on their fields.
Eli Ventura, one of our members, his grandfather is kind of their maintenance guy, and they go around to all the Little League fields and clean up. So he suggested the idea that we come out and give him a helping hand. So that's what we're doing.
Bob Ventura is the vice president of Joplin Little League and thanked Interact for their help in the cold. Tyler explains what Interact did that day.
We're just doing some field maintenance, moving some rocks around, getting them out so no one throws them, doing some field cleaning, get some weeds out of there, just some sweeping here and there, making the ball fields look nice and getting ready for the spring season.
It wasn't just students working. Mr. Cooney, the sponsor of Interact Club, was also a part of the help.
I thought it was kind of a cool thing for Interact to be doing, just simply because, right, like we attend the high school every single day. It's kind of like our work life, if you will, and the baseball field across the street from us is something that we see all the time, and to kind of work at it and make it into something that looks maybe perhaps more put together helps you kind of reflect on what it is that you do and the work that you do. It's like sitting back and like assessing a freshly mowed lawn and thinking like, I did that, right? It's a good feeling.
After a cold day of working, Sunny Gym Park was left better than before with the help of Interact.
It's cold, and nobody necessarily wants to just come and leave their house that is warm to be out here where it is cold. And so, yeah, I'm really grateful for these Interact students that come out and help when it's not comfortable or convenient. It's a real cool thing that they're willing to do that, and I'm right there with them. You know, it's cold out here.
Volunteers did stay warm with jackets and layers. If you're interested in volunteering for the community, Interact is one way students at JHS can do so. Contact Mr. Cooney for more details. I'm Daniel Miller with JetHD.
Thanks, Daniel.
Teachers and staff of JHS, do you have photos you'd like to be featured on the show? You're invited to submit your favorite photos for a staff photo feature. Please email up to 5 high-quality photos to Daniel Miller's email at danielmiller.stu@joplinschools.org. Subject heading, Staff Photo Submission.
Are you interested in helping the environment? There may be a club for you. Here's Jessica Finnegan with more.
There's a new club at Joplin High School with the main goal of helping the environment.
I'm president of the Recycling Club. It's called the Greenworks Club, and basically all we're going to do is organize basically a club just to take care of the recycling around Joplin High School. Our goal is to get a bin in every single room next to all the trash cans in classrooms, and then also in the cafeteria, in the commons area, and places like that that people use quite often. So I did research recently for an Earth Day project on the amount of trash that Americans produce, and the average American produces 4.5 pounds of trash per day, and going to a school this large with 2,200 kids is kind of, it's insane that we aren't recycling with how much trash that each student produces at our school, especially at lunchtime, or the kids who eat breakfast, they're producing trash too, and then also in the classrooms as well.
The average person has the opportunity to recycle more than 25,000 cans in a lifetime. Recycling a single aluminum can save enough energy to power a TV for 3 hours.
To ensure that JHS is being as green as possible, I really want to make sure that we're doing all that we can right now to make sure that we're giving back to the environment in every way possible, and that goes for people, you know, who don't necessarily recycle at home, but at least they have resources to do it at school. Basically, getting a bin in every classroom is definitely our biggest goal. This will for sure go into effect for the 2018-2019 school year. I'm obviously a senior, so I won't be able to be here for that, but I just wanted to set it up so that it's available for students next year to have. And then I also want to do external volunteer opportunities for this club as well, not just doing in-school recycling. But I also want to go pick up trash and do other community service activities as well. You can join Recycling Club by emailing me, Carson Steele at Joplin Schools, obviously, as well as Taylin Phillips. She will be taking over next year once I am gone. We're going to put up flyers soon about next year's opportunities and with our emails as well, in case you need to contact us. And that will also go for teachers as well if they have an excess amount of materials that they think that they want, to be recycled, like an excess amount of papers or cardboard or anything like that, they can email us.
A variety of raw materials, including paper, plastic, metal, glass, electronics, and textiles, can be recycled. So make sure you keep your eyes out for open recycling bins and you are doing what you can to help the environment. I'm Jessica Finnegan with JHD.
Thanks, Jessica.
This has been JHS Weekly. Have a great week.